Bing bang bong, it's King Kong. Ding dang dong. Hey guys, it's me Gothenvoker, or probably you already know me by my name, which is Suryo. So this is finally Godzilla vs Kong, a Monsterverse from Warner Brothers, and I'm kinda excited and I do enjoy watching this movie. So first I'm going to talk about Godzilla vs Kong, non-spoiler, because afterward I'm going to talk with spoiler. So Godzilla vs Kong is definitely much more better from the previous one, which is Godzilla. Kong is much more highlighted than Godzilla. I kind of felt empty on the Godzilla side. I don't know why, or I might discuss it in spoiler. And then for human, it's slightly much better, and some of the technology that the human use, it's much more advanced. It's quite nice actually, but it still has the mistakes of what Godzilla and now Godzilla vs Kong has. The humans still had stupidity, like sometimes human are just that stupid, and there's a little bit of loophole, gap hole, that the story are a little bit void in certain way, but it's not that important. So overall, Godzilla vs Kong is truly enjoyable, and let's get into the spoiler one. So if you're okay with spoiler, we're going to start from right now. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to start talking containing spoiler from what I think is the good thing of Godzilla vs Kong, and then we're going to what I don't really like from Godzilla vs Kong. Kong. It's definitely the MVP of this movie, because the first time when you watch this movie, you see Kong kind of humanized. Like we see what just a quick, like a minute or 2 minutes probably, like scene of Kong activity with some retro music, I might say. It's just kind of good. And then we also kind of see Kong had a human interaction with Gia, which I think is quite nice, and it's kind of pay off later on. And Godzilla vs Kong, of course there's going to be fight, and I think Kong did quite well to bring something exciting in the epic fight. So the next thing that I really like is absolutely the fight scene. So the way I'm gonna say it is there's kind of 4 fight scenes. First one is the fight underwater scene, the second one is the first Hong Kong fight, the third one is the second Hong Kong fight, and the last one is the Mecha Godzilla fight, which we're going to talk a little bit later. The great thing is the underwater ship and the first Hong Kong fight is actually really great. In underwater, it's more like Godzilla territory, that's why Godzilla win. The first fight in Hong Kong, Kong wins, and it kinda on Kong who had advanced, because he kind of have an axe when he came back from the Hollow Earth. Now, the third thing that I really like about this movie is actually Alexander Skarsgård and Dr. Nathan Lane, because I think Alexander Skarsgård bring much more life to his character, more of all of the character we've seen, but it's not like that great or amazing, it's just good. Next thing is Kaylee Hoddle. I don't know how to say, I'm sorry. Kaylee Hoddle as Gia, which I already said, had a relationship with Kong, like the way they communicate. It's kind of great. The way I say it's great is actually kind of later on, because the first I was like, oh, it's okay, but towards the end, it's kind of payoff and it's kind of great. You kind of see the connection between Gia and Kong itself. And I kind of want to note it a little bit, that his mother, that played by Rebecca Hall, there's a magazine saying that, what is her name? Elan Anger is the Kong Whisperer, but we never see her character actually communicating with Kong. It's all Gia, so it's kind of weird. It's kind of the void of the story that I said earlier. So next thing that I really like is actually the Hollow Earth. So Hollow Earth is basically where the human try to find a source to make something, and Hollow Earth is basically is where Kong it's the home for Kong. It's like where Kong belong. Why I really like him, because it's kind of reminding you like how to train your dragon hidden worlds, when Astrid and Hiccup finally go there and see how wonderful it is. But the peak of it is actually when Kong touching stones. It's kind of like two worlds up and down, and then Kong just float, jump to the upside world. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but when you see it, it's kind of pretty, it's kind of beautiful in a way. And as I said, the technology is quite advanced, but it also leaves a question mark, because as the movie told, it has only 3 years separating from Godzilla. So the technology is very, very advanced for what Apex Cybernetics bring. Now let's go to something that I really did not enjoy about this movie, which is Godzilla. It's not that I say Godzilla is bad, but Godzilla is felt like supporting Kaiju, like supporting monster in this movie. Godzilla itself did not play he plays something, but it's not really as important as Kong. And all of Godzilla fight, we've seen it all in the Godzilla movie. So Godzilla basically did not bring anything new, but it's still fine to see Godzilla vs Kong. Now to what probably the huge spoiler of this movie that I already said before, which is Mecha Godzilla. I'm not impressed. I'm sorry, Mecha Godzilla did not impress. It's basically just Godzilla with additional weapon, with a missile or anything. It's just the same, but it's just man-made. And how Godzilla versus Kong, Godzilla and Kong fighting Mecha Godzilla, it's okay. It's much better Godzilla vs Kong scene rather than Mecha Godzilla versus Kong and Godzilla. And the thing that why I hate Mecha Godzilla so much is how they defeat it. It's not what Kong and Godzilla did, it's what human did. You know why Mecha Godzilla defeated? It's because of whiskey. Whiskey poured into the computer, and the Mecha Godzilla had a little bit more function for a little. And that's it. That's why I don't like it. Which is the last fight. I mean, usually the epic battle will be amazing, but the way they defeat it is just not satisfying. The downfall from what I feel from Godzilla and now Godzilla vs Kong is the human. So back in the Godzilla, Millie Bobby Brown actually play an important role. Millie Bobby Brown is actually somehow like a Gia in a Godzilla. So Millie Bobby Brown is the connection with Mothra or Godzilla back in that movie. But here is Gia with Kong. But Millie Bobby Brown and Jillian and Brian character, when they create a trio, they are quite useless because they did not bring anything. And I'm sure without those three characters, the story still progressed, and it still had a better way to end everything of Mecha Godzilla vs Kong, which is Godzilla itself. And I don't want to talk about the other characters because the other characters not that stand out. And then there's Apex Cybernetic. Like Apex Cybernetic is basically what causing Kong and Godzilla fight for the first time. I did not find quite explain why Godzilla attack Apex Cybernetic in the first place. It's probably because they make a Godzilla, which is another alpha, probably that. And the villain is human figure, which is played by Damien Bichir. Walter Simmons is useless. It's just stupid because the way he played, it's almost like your usual corporate evil trying to find peace, trying to dominate everything. It's nothing new. It's just plain. That's why Godzilla vs King slightly had a better way in a human, but still not find its way to balance everything. I mean, they could find a scientific way to even prove human are smart enough to finish the conflict itself, but instead there's just a lot of loophole. Like, I don't like when Millie, Gillian, and Brian character invade Apex Cybernetica. Like, is that? I mean, it's a huge advanced facility, and they just could break in easily. Like, what the hell? There's just a lot of things that doesn't make sense within the human world, the human itself. That's why I said the human within the Monsterverse is quite stupid. So, Godzilla vs Kong. I wonder, what do you think of that movie? I do enjoy it, and if you decide to watch it, be careful because COVID still. Stay safe, wash your hands, wear a mask if you go to cinema. So overall, I'm gonna give Godzilla vs Kong 7.7, which is better because I give Godzilla 6.3. So another time, another movie review. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Yeah!